Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's the DYB World Series. It's D1. It's the O-Zone. These are your 12U kids. These are the big boys on the big field. And this here, we have got Georgia and Tennessee. We've got Game 4 in bracket play. Little delay this morning due to weather. Just outstanding grounds crew action getting these fields ready. There were puddles. There was all kinds of rain out there. But we are good to go to play some ball, and we are good to go to broadcast this one to you. Georgia and Tennessee with your humble announcer, Bill Smith, up here high atop the press box here in Lexington, South Carolina. First pitch delivered inside. Your pitcher right now, Jackson Holcomb, out there for Tennessee. Holcomb's delivery. This is going to be grounded toward second. And a 4-3 putout will start this one. Holcomb gets a little help from his second baseman, Johnson. And Caven Jacobs is put down to start this one. So Braxton Gordon will get things going here. Braxton Gordon, Brack, sixth grader from Ellaville, Georgia. Big fan of Bobby Witt Jr. playing shortstop. That is a tremendous man to look up to. Takes a 1-0 outside, extending the count to 2-0. So we've got this Georgia team representing Ellaville, Georgia against Tennessee representing Lebanon, Tennessee, your state champs for both of those states. And a strike taken by the young shortstop from Ellaville, Georgia. Into his delivery and the pitch outside. So Jackson Holcomb working this one to 3-1. And ball 4 to the young shortstop. He will trot down to first. Holcomb puts one on here. Gordon over with a walk. Melton steps in. Flint Rock, the sixth grader from Georgia. Check of the runner. Gordon hops back. Holcomb looks in, fires out of a set. Runner's going, bouncing throw won't get him. Stolen base for Gordon. So a stolen base with one out puts Gordon in scoring position. Flint Melton here. Expect to see a lot of Brave references on these Georgia players. His favorite player, Freddie Freeman, former Brave, but we still love him in Braves country. Your announcer, the New Yorker, a big Braves fan, so I empathize with you, young sir. 1-1, that pitch was tight. Holcomb's going to reset himself. Pitch on the way. Ball 2. And a check of the runner. So Coach Jacobs talking about kind of a philosophical thing with his Georgia team. Our team theme is to manage the ups and downs, to be humble and to play with purpose. That's gotten them to this point. Early in this one. Do everything with a purpose. Everyone has somewhere to be at all times. This is a game that I think folks watching, lay people, may not understand that. That's maybe with less understanding of any sport, but at any given time, someone's got a job to do. And a good philosophy for teaching the game of baseball to young men such as this. Some love for catcher Cooper Judd, who's taken a couple of bouncing balls. I have given much love to the catchers the last couple of days. Yesterday was an unbelievably hot day over here, so props to the catchers wearing the gear. Judd today and all the other catchers, props as always for being in a tough spot, but being strong and being tough. Holcomb keeping a lot of attention on Gordon. I don't know if to Gordon's credit or Holcomb just staying aware. Outside pitch to Melton. The count now even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Down low, and Melton will go down with a walk. So after a quick put out early in this one, a pair of walks, and Georgia's got something cooking here with runner on first and second and one down. Officials communicating their instructions to one another as cleanup hitter Charlie Calhoun, starting third baseman, will step in. Calhoun looks at a strike, the sixth grader from Ellaville, Georgia. Looks up to Cal Raleigh. Raleigh's having a monster season for the Seattle Mariners. 1-1 count to Calhoun. High and tight. Sees another ball in there, and a delayed steal. Braxton Gordon advances, so that throw coming back to the pitcher. Maybe less eyes on the runner as there should have been. Great base running from Braxton Gordon. He takes second. Runner's going to head. He takes third as the runner now heads to second to move everybody up 70 feet. So Melton works his way down to second. So now two runners in scoring position with a 2-1 count to Calhoun. Big lead out at second base. Enormous lead, and now a third walk in a row. Calhoun will work his way over to first base. This is going to bring Coach Ben Johnson out of the dugout to have a little conversation with his hurler. So a quick out and then 3 walks.
The Mississippi pitcher leaves the mound with 39 pitches total. 39.
Coach Johnson gives his instructions.
Number 9, Camden Hughes.
And Holcomb will look in to his next hitter here in this first inning. Camden Hughes steps in, the lefty. Camden Hughes, sixth grader known as Yum Yum. Ellaville, Georgia's own. Another big fan of Freddie Freeman. Sees the ball inside. The 1-0. Swung on, cut through, and missed. One delivery on the way. Another swing and a miss. Late movement on these Holcomb pitches. This is deceiving to this Georgia hitter. Holcomb into his windup, fires inside. Good spot for that one, but misses. Count even at 2-2. Bases loaded. Top one of this one. Swung on, missed, strike 3. Camden Hughes down on strikes. That's the second out as Holcomb's looking to dig out of this one. Bases remain loaded as Jack Duft steps in there. 6th grader from Americus, Georgia. Two-stroke, known to his family and friends. Big fan of Jock Peterson. Looks in with a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. This is going to get popped up just out of play, or into foul territory, I should say. Pitch on the way from Holcomb. Strike 2 called. Duffed into a 1-2 hole. Holcomb looking to get out of this one. The 1-2 delivery. Hit out to short. Up with it. Across. And Tennessee comes away unscathed. Georgia loads the bases with 1 out, but comes away empty-handed. And your score between the bottom and top of the first is 0-0. Hey, come back for the bottom of 1. You're watching the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Experience Columbia, South Carolina, a standout destination in the Southeast where everyone truly belongs.
We are much more than our state's capital and home to the University of South Carolina. We are a diverse, growing city with incredible art and history around every corner.
You may even see a few painters set up on a street corner capturing all the city's sights and sounds.
But no matter your passion, Columbia is the perfect location. Take a chance by calling it home, even if just for a day.
Back in Lexington, South Carolina, we are heading to the bottom of the first here in this one. You were looking at game 4 of bracket play. This is Tennessee and Georgia. Bottom 1, Georgia loads the bases in the first inning, but Tennessee, led by pitcher Jackson Holcomb, they work their way out of that one. And Jackson Holcomb will lead things off to get things started here. Damage was limited. Holcomb was able to induce a couple of ground balls and strike out 1 after walking 3 hitters. So 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Gray skies, cooler temps than yesterday, making for a pleasant on-field life for these players, I'm sure. A little wet this morning, got things started a little late. Those of you expecting this game at one time definitely got it a little later. But I think I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a huge shout out to all the folks surrounding this facility and getting it ready and looking great and getting it playable for these kids as quickly as they did. Fantastic stuff. Jack Duft into his first pitch, and he fires a fastball that's down low for ball 1 to Jackson Holcomb. We start with a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. Duft looks in, fires off the plate. Holcomb takes one in, takes one away, and has worked to a hitter's count early here. 2-0. Holcomb, the 8th grader from Lebanon, Tennessee. Bounces one down the left field line. This is in for a hit. He's going to turn, take a wide turn, look to second. Now a throw misses the second baseman. This goes into right field. Holcomb now around second. He's going to head for third. Throw's going to come into third, and it's going to get cut off. Held by Charlie Calhoun, the third baseman. And Holcomb turns a lace of a single into a triple. Advances on a throw and on an error. He will be subbed for a runner, the starting pitcher here. Jack Saunders will do the running here this inning. So very quickly, Mason Craghead now with an opportunity to do some damage here. Young Pookie, the 8th grader from Lebanon, Tennessee. He takes a hack. So Jack Duft will look in here. Pitch on the way, on the outer edge, just missing, ball 1. Off the plate, 2-1. Craghead up there. Favorite player, like I've seen a lot this weekend, Ronald Acuna Jr., talented guy who we hope gets healthy. As a Braves fan, I certainly need to see that. 3-1. Another hitter's count here developing in this first inning. Mason Craghead, runner at third. Driven up the middle into center field for a base hit and an RBI. Tennessee on the board early in this one.
Leading off for Tennessee in the top half of the third, number 50, Tanner Collison.
Craghead with the single into center field and an RBI. And the Tennessee State champs lead the Georgia State champs 1-0 here. Bottom 1, nobody out still as Cooper Judd steps in there. The 8th grader they call Biscuit. Duft comes set, delivers a first pitch strike. There's another strike on the outside edge as Craghead will steal second base. No throw as Mason Craghead heads down to 2. Reaching swing from Judd, kind of defensive. Does the job though as he fouls that off. Craghead leads from second. Pitch inside to Judd. One-two count.
Now batting, number 23, Alton Williams.
To the catcher from Tennessee. He's going to line one into left center field. This is going to drop into the gap and get all the way to the wall. Craghead around set third. He will score as Judd pulls into second with an RBI double. And Judd's going to be lifted for a pinch runner as well, a courtesy runner. That is your starting catcher. Craghead will run. Craghead just scored after his own RBI single. And now Jacob Reasons will bat. Runner on second, 2 runs in already, and nobody down here in the bottom of the first. Breaking ball in there. Ball 1. Jacob Reasons, the 8th grader they call Frankie out of Lebanon, Tennessee. Pitch on the way, laced down the right field line, well out of play.
Back to the top of the order for Tennessee, number 20, Michael Herndon.
So 1-1 delivery coming here to Reasons. Down and away in the dirt. Nice defensive pick there by the Georgia catcher. Melton doing a nice job early in this one. Frames that one nicely. And a 2-2 count here to Jacob Reasons. Curveball up high. So the count has worked full. Reasons with a 3-2 count. Duff with the 3-2 pitch. Softly grounded toward third. It's going to be a tough play if it's made across the diamond and safe. Effort over there from Calhoun, real nice, but safe over at first.
Next on the bat for Tennessee, third baseman, number 3, Luke Walden.
So Reasons will get the infield single on that one. And Walden will come to the plate. Runners on the corners here. Still nobody down, and Reasons is just going to trot down to second base without a throw, even without a pitch.
The Mississippi pitcher at the top of the third has 54.
Luke Walden, the 7th grader from Lebanon, Tennessee. Another Acuna Jr. fan sees a strike for the first pitch and an 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, just off the plate, like the frame job there. But missing that one. 1-1 your count here to young Luke Walden, the starting third baseman. Duff's pitch up high all the way to the backstop, but I mentioned it in previous games. Backstop here in this one not too far away, and a ball coming back pretty hot. There's little chance of a runner from third coming in. You got to get some weird geometry going when a ball bounces around. Pitch on the way, a curveball drops in. That was a nice pitch. Two-two to Walden. Early in this one, 2-0. Nobody down here, bottom one. Another curveball. Bounced foul.
We have a new pitcher for Tennessee, number 7.
Pitch on the way. Cut through, missed, strike 3. So Duff gets the strikeout. First out of the inning. 2 runners remain in scoring position here for Tennessee as Marshall Johnson steps to the plate. Johnson, the 6th grader from Lebanon. He offers at a pitch on the outside that bounces to the screen. Judd made a look at coming home, but again, need that perfect geometry. And kids, this is another reference to geometry. See, it will come in handy in life, I promise you. Owen won the count on the bunt attempt from Marshall Johnson. Big Jose Altuve fan. Sees a ball down low to even the count at 1-1. One on the way, up high. 2-1. This Tennessee team, great support from their sideline. The info sheets from the players here, gotten from the families just at the beginning of this game. I want to shout out the families and supporters, everybody from Lebanon, Tennessee, helping your humble announcer get some stuff here for these kids. Well-deserved shout outs. And a big series toward the end of their real good season. Fouled off to the screen and back. Nice little catch there from Flint Melton, the catcher. Jack Duff, if nothing else, has had to throw a lot of pitches this inning. Throws another one here. This gets slung to the right side over into the bullpen area. He continues to hit with a full count. Duft has his sign, checks his runner. Pitch on the way. This is going to be grounded to short. Play is going to be made to first base. So 6-3 on that one from Johnson, but Johnson picks up an RBI. Play goes Gordon to Jacobs on the putout. Johnson is put down, and your next hitter will be James Thomas, the 7th grader out of Lebanon, Tennessee. Another Ronald Acuna Jr. fan, and I appreciate the listing here of James's nickname as James. Clear, succinct. I dig that.
Now batting, number 4, Connor Blocker.
So I don't know if this is a shoe tying malfunction or something going on over third. Small delay. Duft takes his perch. Looks in at James Thomas. 3-0 Tennessee. Bouncing ball does pop out of the glove of Flint Melton, but no go. So a runner on third with 2 outs here. Tennessee still looking to build on this one. Pitch on the way in for a strike. Pitch on the way, hit toward first base, diving stop, what a play. And the out made over at first, Kevin Jacobs, that was some dynamite baseball right there. And that snuffs out a 3-run rally, but the damage, the beginning of some damage is done. After 1, Tennessee leads Georgia 3-0. Hey, come back, watch the second inning. This is the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back here in Game 4 of the D1 in the O-Zone, part of the DYB World Series, and a pitching change for Tennessee. Stepping in for the second inning, NJ Carbonell. Jackson Holcomb worked out of some serious trouble in the first inning against this Georgia team. Georgia loading the bases with an out, but strikeout and a ground out gets Tennessee out of it unscathed. They come back with 3 runs of their own in the top half of the first, or the bottom half of the first, and here we go to the top of the second here with a 3-0 Tennessee lead. Coleman Dobbs will lead things off here. So Dobbs, the 7th grader from Ellaville, Georgia. Another big Freddie Freeman fan, looks at a strike here. Carbonell's first pitch of the afternoon in for a strike. Tennessee up 3-0 on this one. Spinning pitch that Dobbs swings over the top of for strike 2. So quickly 0-2 here. Carbonell's first 2 pitches of the game in for strikes. And another spinning breaking ball pitch gets swung through and missed. Strike 3. Dobbs is put away. Trace Turknet steps in, starting center fielder today, the 6th grader from Ellaville. Sees a ball down for ball 1. The man they know as Tracy, big fan of Trey Turner. Like the balance there. Tracy, good stuff. And a talented player. So is Trey Turner. See what I did there, young man? .30 pitch outside, and Trace Turknet draws the 1-out walk here. Connor Manussi will step up now with a runner on. Talking with Coach Jacobs about the unsung heroes of this team. He talks about kids that are up and down his lineup. He didn't give names. He sort of kind of mentioned this as a team. There's a real team mentality to everything I've talked with Coach Jacobs about. Play very unselfish style of baseball, and you can see that in kind of the way these kids act. And he mentions that they have an unsung hero in every game. Runner on his way, throw down to second. Safe down there. Turknet dives in. It's a nice throw from Judd, the catcher. Check of the runner at 2 from pitcher Carbonell. Looks at his runner, pitch on the way, strike called. I don't know if that's on the swing or if it's on the outside edge. One and 1 your count here as Carbonell pitches to Manussi, and there's strike 2. Manussi with a little smile at the umpire. I think he knew that one.
Leading off for Tennessee in the top of the 4th.
Pitch on the way, breaking ball spins off the plate, 2-2. Manussi, a big fan of Brave second baseman Ozzie Albies. Foul back off the screen. Manussi also rocking the no batting gloves, high socks look. Love that 80s aesthetic. The neon orange bat is a little different than the 80s, but still looking sharp. 2-2 on the way in the dirt, and Manussi has worked from a hole now to a full count. You can say the opposite for Carbonell. Carbonell looking for his out pitch here. Manussi looking to do something with a runner in scoring position. Down 3. Runner checked back. Play was on there. You saw the shortstop run away and the second baseman come in. Connor Manussi, the man they call Bubba, waiting on a pitch. He's going to pop one up into the shortstop's glove. That looked like it might sink past him, but ranging nicely was Craighead. So Craighead puts Manussi away, and Hunter Albritton will step in. Albritton, the 8th grader. Man, they call Rooster. Pops one up, left side is going to get back out of play. Carbonell checks his runner at 2. Turknet gets his lead, takes a little extra step. Second baseman Holcomb peeking in. Good secondary lead from Turknet, but he dances back as the pitch drops in for a ball. Albritton's favorite player listed here is a man whose jersey I own, Chipper Jones. A check of the runner back at second base. Carbonell checks the runner, comes to the plate with a strike on the outside half. Pitch on the way, breaking ball spins inside, runner's breaking for third. Nice throw, but a nice diving slide from Turknet. He's in safe. Coach Gabe Jacobs moves his pieces into scoring position, but a 2-2 count to his hitter. And swung on and missed, strike 3. That's going to end this inning. Nice job by N.J. Carbonell to get out of that little spot, take his team to the bottom of the second with a 3-0 lead. Hey, come back, watch the second inning, continue to watch the second inning with us here in the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back in Lexington, South Carolina, this is Division I in the Ozone at the DYB World Series. This is game number 4 of the tournament. Tennessee leads Georgia as they come to bat here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 Tennessee over Georgia early in this one. Georgia has threatened a couple times, runners into scoring position, but hasn't cashed them in. Tennessee manages to get 3 runs across in that first inning. Their first 3 hitters all reach, all come around to score. And we head to the second inning here with bottom of the second inning with a 3-0 Tennessee lead. Pitching change for this Georgia team. Charlie Calhoun now pitching here in this second inning. And Calhoun will start this second inning for Georgia, pitching to Evan Maggart. He will step in and take a first pitch ball. Down and in, Evan Maggart, the 6th grader from Gordonsville, Tennessee. Tariq Skubal, dynamite pitcher from Detroit, listed as his favorite player. 2-0 to this young 6th grader. Started this one as one of the extra hitters. Takes a 3-0 pitch. Waving that orange bat with those teal gloves. Waiting for the delivery from Calhoun. Calhoun, 3-0. Fires his first strike. And Maggard here. Another strike from Calhoun. He's worked this back to full from a 3-0 start on this one. Lined into right field for a base hit from Maggard. He will pull into one with a nice clean single. I think I can speak for a lot of ball players. There's nothing like a big hit, certainly. We all love hitting it to the fence. We all love those, but just a nice clean single where you just kind of pull up slowly through first. There's a great feeling there. So Avon Maggard has that one. And then he will be followed here by Colton McCartney. McCartney swings over the top of that first offering, down 0-1. McCartney, the man they call Coco, 7th grader from Lebanon, Tennessee. Another Ronald Acuna Jr. fan. We hope all of this support for Ronald Acuna leads to a healthy recovery for the Braves star right fielder. Got a lot of fans here at the DYB World Series. So the man they call Coco here down 0-2. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 along that outer half. Real nice pitch from Charlie Calhoun. So Maddox Hudgens will step in, the 7th grader they know as Mad Dog. Now you know as Mad Dog. Another young man from Lebanon who also supports Ronald Acuna. Showing bunt, lays the bunt down. This is a really nice bunt out in front of the plate. Quick throw over. They make the out at first. Good play from Melton, the catcher. So that bunt attempt was laid down beautifully by Maddox Hudgens. He almost beats it out. And NJ Carbonell will now step in. Current pitcher of record for Tennessee. Pitch drops in for a strike. In a what I hope is a pleasant broken record. 6th grader from Lebanon, Tennessee, who loves Ronald Acuna Jr. Support for the Braves in this Tennessee lineup. Pitch misses outside. Catcher, I think, asking. Umpire may have indicated that ball was actually down, not away. Here's Calhoun looking in. Fires a fastball that's tipped for a strike by Carbonell, 1-2. Calhoun's 1-2 delivery. Down, bounces up. Nice block from Melton. Saw Maggard make a little shimmy away from second base, but thinks better of it. He will lead away from second with a 2-2 count and 2 outs here in the second inning, I should say. This is going to get popped up lightly down the right side. Diving attempt from Calhoun. Love the effort there. Gets a smile from his catcher. I think there's a couple of conversations happen around me that this kid is certainly planning to leave it all out there. And that shows. Calhoun's 2-2 here in the second. Blasted into center field. This is fielded cleanly. Maggard's going to pull up at third. The throw comes into the plate. Tennessee will end up with runners on the corners here. Nice defensive play. Quick throw in from center field from Trace Turknet. So now runners on the corners for Jack Saunders. Saunders, another Acuna fan from this Tennessee team. Signals down here from Melton. So this first and third situation, throwing some decision-making Georgia team's way here. Runner leaving from first. Now a hard throw back to the pitcher's mound. Nothing going from third. Maggart reading that one. The Carbonell will take second without a throw. So this ball is popped into left field. 2 runs are going to come around and score. 1 run will come around and score. I got ahead of myself there. Maggart comes in. Saunders with an RBI single. And he extends Tennessee's lead to 4-0 here. So Hudgens, who is running for Carbonell over at third. Carbonell, current pitcher of record, leads from third. Runner from first on his way. Ball gets through. Here comes Hudgens. Play at the plate, and he's out. So Hudgens slides in, and a great tag from Charlie Calhoun ends that one. And with 1 run in, the end of 2, Tennessee leads Georgia 4-0. We are going to take a quick break here. Hey, come back. Join us here in the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back here in Lexington, South Carolina. Here's a look at that last play. So this ball gets to the backstop. Catcher Melton up to his pitcher, and there's the tag. Hudgens thinks he made it, but umpire says otherwise. So Holcomb will get a new at-bat in the bottom of the third as he was hitting there. And we are now here in the top of the third. Georgia coming to bat in a 4-0 hole. Jake Leitner will lead things off here. Sees a strike on the outside edge. Sixth grader, another Acuna Jr. fan, love hearing that. Spinning pitch on the outside half that Leitner can't find. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Leitner, bounced toward third. Leitner on his way to first, up with it and across. Easy 5-3 put out. Leitner put aside on that throw from Luke Walden. So Logan Garcia will step in for the first time today. Sees a ball down low. Eighth grader from Ellaville, Georgia. Big fan of Trey Turner. Waving that bat around. Sees a ball down for ball 2. Two-0 pitch coming. This ball's down, so Garcia has quickly worked a count to 3-0. Georgia looking to crack into that 4-0 lead that Tennessee has built up over the first 2 innings. Pitch on the way for a strike. Garcia taking all the way. There's another strike, so Carbonell has come back to even this one, or push it full, I should say. So a full count to Garcia. And a pitch on the way. This is inside. Garcia will trot down to first with a 1-out walk. This is going to bring leadoff hitter Caven Jacobs to the plate. So the man they call Kayvon, 4-3 in the first inning, grounding to second. Caven Jacobs loves making plays at first, picking baseballs. Satisfying thing for a first baseman. Shows bunt, takes a strike as Garcia leads from first. The 6th grader from Americus, Georgia, and Michael Harris fan, swings and a miss. That one. So Carbonell checks his runner at first. Gets an eye on Garcia. Now finds Jacobs. The 0-2 on the way. Jacobs pops this one up. This is going to go right to the pitcher. Carbonell takes that one himself. Caven Jacobs is put out, and Braxton Gordon will step in. Pitch on the way, fouled off on a little oopsie swing from Gordon. Gordon, or Breck, loves, quote, making a crazy play at shortstop. We'll enjoy seeing that today, young man. A lot of these Georgia players played together for a long time. And the bulk of this team has been to the DYB World Series now for 4 straight years. 2022 as 8Us, and then 10U, and then the AAA state champs and World Series champs a year ago. Young Mr. Gordon here lists winning last year's World Series as his favorite baseball memory. There's a lot of experience at this level on this Georgia team. A lot of talent from this small town. Pitch on the way in the dirt, so Gordon has worked a count to 3-1. Garcia still down at first, now with 2 outs. Gordon looking to continue things here. And a ball outside, and Gordon will head down to first with a 2-out walk. 2 runners on for catcher and 3-hitter Flint Melton. Coach Johnson out to talk with his pitcher. Something that Coach Jacobs mentions in this discussion about his team and their last 4 seasons, referring to last year as just a special season. And then this year, the excitement of moving up to Division I on this undefeated run they've taken to this first O-Zone championship possibility and their first O-Zone state title coming out of Georgia. Melton steps in. Ellaville, Georgia, was being here with his friends. Great thing about youth sports and baseball here as the catcher drives one into right field. This is settling down. Garcia around third. He is heading toward the plate. Throw is going to get cut off at the mound. Not cut off at the mound. This bounces all the way through. And coming in to score is Gordon. Gordon made that maybe look a little more dangerous without a slide, but he scores nonetheless. Flint Melton ends up on second base, and he drives in a run, and then a second one on a throw that goes wide. Suddenly, Georgia's cut the lead in half here, in the top half of the third. So Melton comes through, 4-2 now your score as Charlie Calhoun steps in.
Now stepping into the batter's box, number 14, Miles Green.
Swing and a miss for strike one on a nice pitch from Carbonell. Big hit from Flint Melton. Some opportunistic base running. Pair of runs there for Georgia. Calhoun swings over the top of a breaking ball, and he's in a hole here, 0-2.
Now batting, number 4, Connor Walker.
Carbonell has his sign. Judd sets up outside. Spins a breaking ball inside, doesn't connect for a strike. And Melton moves down to third with a stolen base. And there is obstruction being called by the umpire, claiming Calhoun gets in the way of the throw, and the runner is out. So there is your third out of the third inning, but Georgia strikes for 2. They've cut the lead in half. It's 4-2. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. Stay with us here in the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back here at Field 8 in Lexington, South Carolina. We are heading to the bottom of the third. Charlie Calhoun getting his warm-ups finished up here for Team Georgia. Georgia scores a pair of runs in their half of the third. We head to the bottom here. We head to the bottom half here with a 4-2 score. Tennessee on top. Calhoun into his second inning of work. Gave up a run in the last inning, struck out a batter, got a couple of ground outs. And a dynamite put out at the plate that he caught and received on an attempted steal of home on a pass ball. So Jackson Holcomb, who had been hitting during that exchange, will come up here. Pitches inside for ball one. Calhoun's 1-0 delivery down, ball two. Strike in there for strike one from Calhoun. Holcomb, the starting pitcher today, gave way to Carbonell. Has done well since. Calhoun's 2-1 is going to be fouled down the left side, evening the count. So a 2-2 count, 2-2 run lead here for Tennessee. Bouncing ball up the middle, taken on a knee, firing to first and put out. Gordon with a great play from the shortstop position. Gordon, who likes making crazy plays at short, and I did ask for one. Thank you, sir. Nice play. I'm sure Holcomb would love that one back, but nonetheless, one down here in the Tennessee half of the third as Mason Craighead steps in there. Holcomb mentions playing as a team, and Craighead mentions just being able to have fun here at the World Series. Both of them great attitudes about these successful runs that they've had here as part of this Team Tennessee state title team. Craighead singled, drove in a run, and then scored a run in the first inning. He's done a nice job playing short this afternoon here for his Tennessee squad. He's going to drive one toward the shortstop, Gordon. Gordon's got a second chance to make a play here. He does get it across for the second out. 6-3 in your scorebook twice. So two sharp plays from short across to Jacobs. Gordon to Jacobs 2 times here. And there's 2 outs here in the third inning as Judd sees one down low, I think. Judd swings and doesn't connect with that one. Strike one. Judd had an RBI double and scored a run in the first inning. Now he blasts one into the right center field gap. This is going to get all the way to the wall. Judd may have his second double of the day, but it's going to be close at second. He does tumble in with a slide. Gordon with the attempt there. But Judd twice is connected real hard and has his second double of the afternoon. He gets this 2-out double here in the third. Judd, the catcher, will for the second time get pulled for a runner, and for the second time, Craighead will come out there and run. Mason Craighead ran for him last time, scored a run last time. Tennessee looking for the same. Calhoun looking to shut the door on this rally here in the third. And a ball up the middle. Gordon's going to have his third opportunity here for a 6-3, and he makes it. So 3 shortstop to first base. Gordon to Jacobs putouts. There's your 3 outs. And there's 3 innings. Come back for the 4th here in the DYB World Series.
great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Back here for the 4th inning. We're through 3 full here in the DYB World Series. This is D1 in the O-Zone. Tennessee with a pitching change here starting this 4th inning. We are going to see number 2, Mason Craighead. So Craighead will come on. Carbonell did a nice 2-inning job. Craighead will step in with a 2-run lead here. Georgia puts on a pair in the last inning, cutting into the 4-0 lead at the time. And now bats here in the top of the 4th, down 2. Holcomb now moving over to shortstop, as you see in on your screen there. So a fun one this afternoon, and some comfortable weather for these players. I've mentioned a couple different times. Much better than yesterday's sweltering heat that I, again, give a lot of credit to these players for working through yesterday. Charlie Calhoun pitched a couple real good innings to this point, will lead off the 4th. Calhoun walked and was stranded back in the 1st inning. Takes a fastball for a strike. Good pop from Craighead there. Calhoun, the 6th grader from Georgia, drives one into right center, and a diving play. Pretty looking play out there. And a little congrats from his second baseman, Jacob Reasons, out there. What a nice stop. Reasons dives and gets that one. First out recorded here in the 4th inning. Slicing foul down the left field line from Camden Hughes. Hughes struck out in the 1st, had a couple of really good swings in that at bat. Another pitch to Camden Hughes here. The Georgia half of the 4th, taken outside. The man they call Yum Yum enjoys celebrating with his team in big moments. I like that, coming at that from the celebration side. Good team player, which has been the theme for this team from Georgia and Coach Jacobs. Mentions they have a small pool of kids to choose from in this small town of approximately 4,500. It's a, quote, one stoplight town, and Hughes is going to drive this one into center field for a clean single and a base hit. So Hughes comes through with a single here with 1 out in the 4th.
Leading off the bottom half for Mississippi. Number 2, Jordan, number 8.
So Jack Duff steps in. Grounded this short in the 1st inning. He's got a runner on and 1 out, down 2 here in the 4th. He's going to drive one up the middle. This is going to get taken at second base, sent across for a 6-3 double play. Holcomb fires across. Real nice defensive play by the young shortstop, and that'll do it for Georgia in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Tennessee leads 4-2. This is the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.
Back here on Field 8, Tennessee and Georgia. This is Game 4 of the 2025 DYB World Series. We're in Division 1. We're in the Ozone. And you are here in South Carolina with me, Bill Smith, calling the action here. Bottom 4, Tennessee with a 4-2 lead. They come to bat here. Luke Walden will lead off. Struck out in the 1st inning. Calhoun in his 3rd inning of work has pitched well for 2 innings, giving up a run and just a couple of hits. Gets ahead here. Luke Walden, favorite thing about this sport is hitting. Love that as a simple answer. It is fun. Cannot say anything wrong about that kid's choice there. Walden swings and fouls one back off the screen in a 1-2 hole here. So grounder toward first. This is going to get handled over there by Jacobs. He takes it himself. And a 3U putout will bring Marshall Johnson to the plate. So Calhoun here, 2nd hitter of his 3rd inning. Listening at home, you hear the reminders on pitch counts. That is something that is tracked very, very well here. Johnson takes a first pitch strike. Johnson grounded to short back in the 1st inning, and here grounds to the pitcher Calhoun. Snags that one with a nice little play. And that'll go 1-3 in the 2nd out of the inning here and bring James Thomas to the plate. Johnson had an RBI in that ground out back in the 1st inning, put away here, giving way to James Thomas. Want to make sure I mention Marshall Johnson loving to be able to play with his dad as a coach, and a ball smoked up over the center fielder by James Thomas. Now that ball hit the fence with enough authority that Turknett was able to get that back, holding Thomas to a single. That ball was scorched out there over the center fielder's head. Here's a look at this swing right here. That's the put out the play before, and a nice glove work from Calhoun. And a check and a pickoff at first. Calhoun, the plate umpire, though, is coming out with his hands in the air. So that pickoff does not count. I believe the official is saying that the ball was not in play. We were still between pitches there. So the official here with his hand up, that's what happened on that last play, had not, and there's the pickoff attempt. So the official had not yet signaled ready to go. Thomas gets another chance from first. Calhoun, pitch to the hitter, outside, Thomas running. This ball's gonna skitter into center field. Thomas is on his way to third. Here's the throw. He's going to beat the throw. Bounces off of his foot. So Thomas quickly over to third now. Avon McTaggart will get a chance here with 2 outs, but a runner on third. He came through in a big way in the last inning. Big base hit. Scored a run. Taggart, the 6th grader from Gordonsville, Tennessee, loves being out there with his friends. Winning that state title is a big thrill. He's going to ground back to Calhoun, who for the 2nd time this inning will get the 1-3 putout. And that'll end a little rally there from Tennessee, but we are through 4 full. Tennessee leads this one 4-2. You should get a beverage, get a snack, whatever you're going to do, but come back and join us for the 5th here in the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back here in Lexington, South Carolina, I want to give a shout out to our title sponsor here, Big League Chew. They've been around and bringing the fun to the ballpark. Diamond Youth Baseball is a perfect fit for Big League Chew. These World Series events represent the best of youth sports. Big League Chew is proud to be part of the excitement, the energy, and the lifelong memories being made on and off the field. Good luck from Big League Chew to all the teams participating in this year's World Series events in both sites. Division I over here in Lexington, Division II over in West Columbia at the Midland Sports Complex. There's a lot of teams down here in this part of the country here for this World Series. Some great baseball happening down here in Lexington, South Carolina. DYB World Series, both at the D1 and D2 level. We got a good one here, 4-2 your score. Tennessee leads as Georgia will hit in the top half of the 5th inning. A couple of nice defensive plays in that bottom of the 3rd. Gets Georgia out of that jam that they were in. Runner on third with 2 outs. Coleman Dobbs here leading off. He sees a strike after seeing a ball. The young man they call the Coltrane, 7th grader out of Ellaville, Georgia, struck out in the 2nd inning. Looking to do some damage here. Sees one drop in for a ball. And he has worked the count to 3-1. And that inside pitch leads to the often dangerous leadoff walk. So Trace Turknet will come in here. Mason Craighead looks, fires. Craighead with some zip on that fastball. Puts one through on Turknet here. Turknet walked, stole a couple bases, but was stranded at 3rd back in the 2nd inning. Here he slices one that's going to drop into right field. Here's a single for this Georgia team. Safe over at 2nd is Coleman Dobbs, and Turknet dumps one in for a single. Georgia's got something cooking here. 2 runners out with nobody out in the top of the 5th. Connor Manussi will step to the plate. Hitting and being with his friends, his favorite things about baseball. Shows bunt, does square. Not sure what the umpire called there. I think there's even a question from catcher Judd whether or not he offered at that one. Well, nonetheless, 1st and 2nd. Manussi stays in there. So a balk has been called against Mason Craighead. Now the Georgia runners are going to move up 70 feet. So Turknet stands at 2nd, Dobbs at 3rd, nobody out. Manussi working with a 1-0 count. Hear the Georgia faithful coming alive over there. Down 2 runs, but 2 in scoring position here with nobody down in the 5th. Craighead checks his runner to the plate. Grounder to 2nd base. Through. This gets under the glove of Johnson, and this is going to score 2 runs. And Georgia has tied this game. Manussi puts one in play. 1 run was definitely brewing there, but the ball scoots through. And now Hunter Albritton will come up with a runner on first. Manussi will lead from first base in a tie ball game here in the 5th. Here's a look at it just a moment ago. Here's that grounding ball. It takes a weird hop right in front of second baseman Johnson. This scoots into right field and 2 runs come home. Albritton shows bunt, does offer strike 1. Albritton struck out in the 2nd inning. Now laces one towards first, but a foul ball down the right side. Albritton's favorite memory, hitting a pair of triples. It's a big day at the plate. Now he's going to slap one on the right side. This is going to get all the way through for a base hit and a single. Now a little stumble with the ball is going to put a runner on third. So Albritton, the single into right field. That was a nice piece of hitting. Taking that ball the same way it was pitched down that right side. Manussi goes first to third on the ensuing play. And this brings Coach Ben Johnson out of the dugout. That is Coach Kyle Craighead chatting with his infield. Pieces remain in the same places, it appears. Kyle Craighead speaking with pitcher Mason Craighead and the entirety of his defense. Some proud coaches and dads in that Tennessee dugout, as I was talking to earlier before the game. Frenetic time, that in and out of the dugout between games. They had a moment for your humble announcer. Their team looked all the ready. Both of these teams did in that sort of speedy shift between game 1 and game 2 here. Technically game 2 and game 4 if you're counting the DYB assignments, but I digress. So Jake Leitner swings and pops one back out of play. Saw Judd throw his mask up. Take a look at that one. Leitner grounded to third in the third inning. Mentioned it previously, but Leitner, one of the young men who was a part of that World Series team a year ago in AAA, takes a strike there, lists that as his favorite memory. That's a huge one for a good portion of this roster who's been to 4 consecutive World Series at different age levels. Pitch on the way, swung on, missed. Leitner goes down on strikes. First out of the inning recorded here for Tennessee. Pair of runners in scoring position as Logan Garcia steps up. He walked in the third and scored a run. Came home on the Flint Melton base hit. Pitch on the way. This gets all the way to the screen, but bounces. Judd shaking off. Little ding there. New baseball for the official, and time for Judd to shake away any discomfort. Mason Craighead with a conversation with his shortstop, Holcomb. And now we're ready for the second pitch to Logan Garcia. That first one, a ball in the dirt that initiated this entire exchange. Pitch on the way to Garcia. Swings over. This does get to the screen. Runner's going to try to score from third, and he's in there safe. Manussi scores. Craighead did everything he could after Judd did everything he could. So Georgia goes ahead. Here's a look at that one. Bouncing ball gets all the way to the screen. Gutsy call sending that runner, but it pays off. There's a strike. So Garcia here hitting 1 and 2 now with a 1-run lead and a man on third. Garcia pops one up out of play on the right side. Here's a look at the play. This gets through. Garcia swings over the top of it. It gets through Judd. And then that head first slide, again, gutsy. Garcia swings strike 3. So a pair of strikeouts. Craighead gets that second out. Still has a runner dancing over at third base. That's Hunter Albritton. Now top of the order, Caven Jacobs. Jacobs sees a strike, but sees that with his team up a run. Caven Jacobs lists his, like some of his teammates, excitement of last year's World Series, but he made that last out to secure it for his 10U squad last year. Foul out of play off the screen. Pitch on the way, this one inside, and they might have Albritton hung up into a rundown. He's still alive. This throw comes back to the plate, and now there is an out called. Yes, they did make contact with him. So Albritton gets picked off, and there's your third out of the inning. Funny exchange there, but there's the third out. Georgia leads now 5-4. We are going to the bottom of the 5th. This is the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com. Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for.
Welcome back to DYB Baseball here. It is Tennessee up in the bottom of the 5th. I am Spencer White, subbing in real fast for your main announcer, Bill Smith. Number 22, Colton McCanty, up to bat. He is 9th in the order, coming in a spot where Tennessee absolutely desperate for a tying run here with just 2 more up-to-bats remaining. This pitch inside for a ball. 1-1's the count. McCanty struck out in his first appearance at the plate. And this pitch outside, 2-1. McCanty makes solid contact. This one goes right to the center fielder, who records the out. Barely had to move there. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 5th. We're going to give it back to Bill Smith.
Spence with the tag out. Spence with the ace coverage there. And an ace play in center field and just a scorching line drive in the center field from Colton McCarty. Thank you to Spencer for holding that one down for a moment. Guys got the skills on the camera and with the voice chops. I've only got one of those skills. My tool belt has less tools. Calhoun sort of falls from the mound on that pitch. Calhoun has done a real nice job in his 3 innings of work. Maddox Hudgens now trickling ball down the third baseline. This is going to get picked up and made officially a foul ball as Duft comes in and takes that one. Maddox Hudgens lists spending time with his friends. Not the only kid here mentioning that, but I see and appreciate that every single time. Like that in all youth sports. If you were a baseball player, soccer player, football, play some hockey out there, maybe do some gymnastics. Know a couple of gymnasts and a hockey player want to say hey to at home. They are also good teammates who enjoy doing things with their friends. Be like seeing that from these young athletes. Here's a ball driven to and over the shortstop. Good piece of hitting. Love the effort from Gordon. So Hudgens with a line drive single here. Gordon with his note about making plays at short. He has made a couple. So Hudgens represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 5th on first base. NJ Carbonell did a little pitching today. Now at the plate. Takes strike 1, runner going. This ball is going to bounce past the runner, but now we have a runner on second. Tennessee does. Hudgens moves in with that stolen base as Carbonell put out the plate in the second inning after reaching third. One and two. Your count here as Carbonell works with teammate dancing away from second base. Pitch is low from Calhoun. Calhoun checks the runners. Spins a breaking ball for strike 3. Tagged out. Nice play by Melton. That was a dynamite pitch there. Jack Saunders will step in. Had an RBI single in the second inning. Stranded there, but did his job admirably. Winning this Tennessee State Championship is his favorite memory. These runs have got to be significant and memorable for these kids. There's that last breaking pitch. Spins away from Carbonell's bat and just slightly out of Melton's glove, who comes back to tag him. Calhoun checks the runner at second. Looks in. Spins a breaking ball up high. 2-1 your count to Saunders. Saunders here. He's got a runner in scoring position. His team down a run here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way. Ball driven out toward left field, but that's going to settle in calmly. Some excitement from the Georgia sideline as the play is made out there by Jake Leitner. And that does it for Tennessee in the bottom of the 5th. We are going to the 6th in a 1-run game. Come back and watch more of it here in the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas.
One strike delivered here in the 6th inning from Mason Craighead. 5-4 your score. Georgia on top. This was once upon a time a 4-0 lead for Tennessee. Georgia has come all the way back and leads this one by a run here as we're in the top half of the final inning. Pitch on the way. Kaven Jacobs leading off this inning here. Leadoff hitter for Georgia, his 3rd at-bat. Takes a strike there, full count. Grounded to 2nd and popped out to the pitcher. Jacobs looking to do some damage here in this one. Fouls one off to the left side. Coach Jacobs talks about foul back, another one to the left side, not a play. Talks about his team being sort of filled with leaders. We strive to make all of our players leaders. Some are quiet, some are vocal, some lead by example. I can tell just by watching him play, this kid is one of those kids, young Jacobs. Drives one up the middle. This goes off the mound, takes a weird bounce, and Jacobs is going to be safe at first. So a fortunate hop for and a pickoff attempt from Craighead. Braxton Gordon steps in with Kaven Jacobs leading away from first. Pitch on the way up high. Braxton Gordon walked a pair of times, scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Craighead looks in. Looks over his shoulder at his runner. Pitch to the plate is away. Ball 2. And a pitch outside works the count to 3-0.
We are currently waiting for the rest of the crew to show up. We currently have Mr. Usher will be calling on the base.
And there's a second strike. Gordon showing a lot of patience here with these pitches. Runner is away, but Gordon takes high. And Gordon reaches on a walk, so Georgia looking to perhaps extend that lead as Flint Melton will come to the plate. Melton's done a nice job catching this afternoon. Now comes in a exciting spot for this Georgia team. 2 on, nobody out with a 1-run lead in the last inning. Check of the runner from Craighead. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss from Melton. Melton, another young man who's very proud and looks fondly back at that World Series run a year ago. And there's a pickoff and an out at second base. That was a quick turn from Mason Craighead. And Caven Jacobs is picked off. What a play by the Tennessee hurler. And now the 1-1 and a pickoff attempt at first base. Here's a peek at that pickoff. Quick turn. They got Jacobs leaning on that one. And a pitch inside hits Flint Melton. He's going to head down to first. So now Georgia once again with runners at first and second, this time with 1 away.
Next up for Georgia, number Charlie.
So Charlie Calhoun here walked in the first, flew to center on a dynamite diving play last inning from Reasons. Pitch. This is sort of lifted just gently down the third baseline. This falls foul. Here's another pickoff attempt back to second base. Worked well for Craighead before. Pitch on the way, swung through and missed from Charlie Calhoun. Calhoun, another young man enjoying the successes of his team this year and last. Proud of things. Ball in the dirt is going to advance the runners each 70 feet. Judd did a nice job of keeping that ball in front of him, but it bounced around a bit, giving time to both Gordon and Melton. Here's a grounder to the pitcher, back to the plate, slide and a tag out. Gordon is out at the plate, and I'm fortunate to say that no one was injured with that bat in the way. So Melton now at third. Calhoun reaches first on the fielder's choice. Real nice play from Craighead to Judd. Hughes is going to lob one to the left side, and this falls in. Camden Hughes gets under one, but finds the perfect spot behind third and in front of the left fielder. Drops one in. Melton scores, extending George's lead to 6-4. So Calhoun stands on second base. Hughes over at one after the single. And coming to the plate, Duft. Here's that ball that just falls in. That couldn't have been placed any more perfectly. The man they call Yum Yum stands at first as Jack Duft starts here. Pitch on the way, outer half strike. 1-1 to Duft. Craighead checks his runners to the plate. Duft lifts one into right field. This is also a dangerous spot, but gets taken out of the air. Very nearly a collision out there. I believe that was brought down by Saunders. Nonetheless, we are heading to the bottom of the last inning. Tennessee needs a rally. 6-4, Georgia leads. Come watch the rest of this one here in the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal.
Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
If and a pitching change here for Georgia as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Stepping in now to handle the pitching duties for the Georgia Champs. Coleman Dobbs. So Coleman Dobbs steps in to handle the job here in the sixth inning. Duft moves over to second. Calhoun over at third now. So Tennessee finds themselves down 2 runs here. Bottom 6. Teams from this one will move on. The winning team here will face the winner of Arkansas, Alabama. That game will come your way tomorrow. The loser of this game will take on the loser of Arkansas, Alabama here on this field at 1 p.m. tomorrow on a broadcast that we will carry. So the team that comes up short in this one is a team that we will see tomorrow right here in our coverage. Brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, but here on the DYB Sports Network. Pitch on the way and a 1-1 count here. Leadoff hitter Jackson Holcomb. Chance to get things started here for his Tennessee team. Swings inside of that one, strike 2. So 1-2 to the leadoff hitter. Holcomb singled and scored a run in the first, grounded to short in the third inning. It's his third trip here. Pitch on the way, fouled back to the screen. So working our way through the beginning day of the bracket section of this tournament. This is game 4 here in the tournament. Texas won this morning. Pitch on the way. This ball is going to be looped into center field and brought down by Turknet. 1 down. So 1 down here in the home half. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Here's a grounder in the hole towards short. Gordon going to snap one over and get the out. Not the first nice play Gordon has made. And I've mentioned it before as a young man that enjoys, quote, making crazy plays at shortstop. He's played a mean short today. Pitch on the way inside to Cooper Judd. Speaking of talented defenders, Cooper Judd has done a real nice job behind the plate today for Tennessee. He's looking to open up a rally here for his Tennessee squad. Looks at a low pitch, now 2-0. Hitters count coming to the Tennessee catcher. Now 3-0. Judd's favorite memory baseball is a trip to Cooperstown. Playing, visiting, anything. It's a great place. He's got a great place on first after a 2-out walk. This brings the tying run to the plate with 2 outs. Coach Johnson wants time, wants a runner for his catcher. Jacob Reasons, who has played a dynamite center field today, had an infield single in the first inning, stole a base and grounded to short in the third. So Judd's walk, there it is, represents what would be the 5th run. And the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Jacob Reasons. Coleman Dobbs, pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Dobbs takes a look at the runner. Looks in. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. 0-2 the count The 8th grader from Tennessee. Swung on, missed. Strike 3, and Georgia has prevailed in this one. What a ball game. A lot of talent in both of these dugouts. Blue and red and the orange and gray. Two really good teams. We're not done hearing from either of them. That is for certain. We will see Tennessee back here tomorrow on a game that we will cover. There's the last out. So Tennessee will play tomorrow. Against the loser of Arkansas, Alabama. We'll get word on that one, but that's where Tennessee will play. Georgia will play the winner of that one as they move on. We are going to have your play of the game here. Here's the USA Baseball play of the game. Pitch gets through, and diving headfirst slide just under the tag, Connor Manussi. And he scores what would ultimately be the winning run. There it is right there. Georgia wins this one 6-4. Folks, another game coming your way from here. A lot of action coming away the rest of the week. We hope you check it out. For everyone at home, for all the folks in the crew, camera pushing buttons, I am Bill Smith. Thanking y'all. Come back and watch more of the DYB World Series.